So just fresh back from the aluminum oxide blasting are all of the steel body parts and brackets and things of that nature, covers, spare tire carrier, roll cage for this project. They are in grayish color, and that's because it's right down to raw steel. It's kind of neat to see it. It goes off all sorts of different colors, some surface rust, some green paint, some faded paint. That comes back all the same as if it were painted, but obviously it's just raw steel. And it really exposes some issues that you wouldn't otherwise see. For example, some rust right there on the flange. No longer rust, I should say, just a hole, because the rust has been purified, so to speak. And then we actually have, this is the first bolt hole where the hardtop goes on. You can see some slight rust. That said, overall, the condition of this truck is pretty darn amazing. For example, the windshield frame is in really nice shape. And even if I pan over here and look at the cowling sits upside down. This is where the firewall is. The cowling's in fairly decent shape as well. We'll have a little bit of fabrication to, say, the one of the mounts right there. You can see a slight hole. But overall, it's in really nice shape. There's more body work involved in a project like this than there is actual steel fabrication, and we've seen that from the frame. We'll also do some correcting of some things. For example, there's some holes here in the windshield frame that you can see. Little pinhole there. The hole that should be there is that one right there, the big one. That is for the flange for the hardtop. Don't really know why the other holes are drilled, but we'll cover those up. Those will no longer be necessary, I think. And we have all sorts of other things. Brackets for the radiator shroud, fuel tank cover, bows for the hardtop. There's the bezel where the headlights would go. So there's a lot of parts in here. We'll bring them in and bring them into Matt's area, and the body work will start. And we also have the roll cage here. So a lot of nice work here was done in order to get it so that we can start to get into some body work and then ultimately some epoxy primer.